jokes. All right. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg, and welcome to episode 12 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. Today is a special day, a very happy day, if you will, because today we're going to be talking about our favorite LGBTQ plus characters, since it is the last Sunday in the month of June, which is also known as Pride Month. We are going to spread LGBTQ love with my fellow co-host Diva XOXO.
What up, little dummies?
Who's also bisexual, might I add.
I am. I'm an alphabet person.
Alphabet person. Oh my goodness. DJ Chi Jones.
What's going on, everybody?
And no guest today. So with that, we're going to start getting into it. But before we start going through our list of, our favorite gay characters, our LGBTQ plus characters, we're actually going to implement a new segment called the Nerdy News. So during this week, we've been looking up a lot of stuff that interests us in terms of gaming, movies, shows, and just world events that are going on.
We can be BNN instead of CNN, BNN, Baltimore, Be More Nerdy.
Big nigga cock. Oh.
There was no C. There was no C.
Big nigga nuts. There we go. BNN. Let's go.
He just wanted to say cock.
He did.
So the way she broke up in like my mic, it sounded like she said BNC. I'm like, oh, BNC, like BBC? Like BBC News?
No, like CNN, but BNN.
Oh, see, that breakup was real bad, see? It was real bad. So you just had me say cock for no reason, but okay. No, yeah, we love our people of the LGBT plus community, and we love that. I've been getting a lot of support from my friends who are also a part of that community on Twitter. So to all y'all, if y'all listen to this, thank y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for retweeting. That tweet had like over 800 impressions, so that means like 800 people saw it, which is exposure nonetheless. So thank y'all very much, and thank you to my my straight normal people. You don't got to be LGBTQ plus to get some love around here.
Yeah, we love our allies.
Yeah. You ain't gotta be a part of it, but still, we love y'all all the same. We love everybody around here, except for those we slander, like Boruto. Fuck Boruto. Told y'all I'm saying that every episode.
And Superman.
Fuck Superman. But speaking of Superman, that's the first part of today's nerdy news. So the first note I have on my show notes is that DC announced the release of Deathstroke Knights and Dragons. This will be a 12-episode series following Deathstroke in medieval times. I do not know exactly how it gets there. I can read you, the little synopsis, but it doesn't give much into what's going on. I believe they time traveling, fighting knights and dragons. So how do you guys feel about that one?
I feel like that's gonna be dope.
I love Deathstroke, so I feel like it will be like a dope little 12-episode thing.
Yeah,
so I'm with it. I can't wait to watch.
100% with it.
I think it'll be cool because all the movies in that series are animated very well, and they have decent stories, but like most of them are fucking fire. Like DC released in his bag was animated movies.
DC's animated movies are like the best. So and their animated shows as well. So I'm excited for this to come out. And
I'm excited for the new Superman as well. They're putting out a new Superman animated show that's supposed to be coming out.
Maybe it won't be such a big. I'm gonna watch. I'm not even like, I fucking hate Superman, but I am gonna watch.
I'm gonna watch because I feel the same way. Homelander is better. If you watch,
that's on the list. We talking about that. We talking about that in a little bit. That's on the list.
All right, but yeah, I'm very excited for Deathstroke. I'd love to see him with his swordplay more than the guns. So that's one option we're gonna get.
Except in medieval times, I feel like they're gonna throw a joke in there where it's someone whipping his ass, and he's just gonna be like, "Fuck this," and shoot him in the leg. I feel like they're gonna throw that joke in there. So the next note I have on here, TJ was just talking about it, the return of The Boys season 2. This show is so fucked up, but I love it so much.
So toxic.
Yeah, like
The Boys. That's the one on Amazon, right?
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, it's on.
I watched the first episode with you guys, right?
Yeah.
Where he runs through the girl.
Yes.
So for those of you guys who don't know, The Boys is on Amazon Prime Video. It's an Amazon exclusive, but it's a great show. It's basically think of DC, but it's like what if scenario if superheroes were not only a part of the government but a paid part of society. Superheroes were normal, but what happens when they're not being super? Like and you just see all the corruption that goes on with superheroes. Like, they basically have the best lawyers covering up them killing people on accident and not giving a fuck. And like, it's just crazy. And it's about this group called the Boys who are trying to like take out all the soups. So it's really, and they go,
the superheroes has a personification that they're great, like they're awesome, like they look at them like how you would look at Batman, Superman, like they're amazing, they're doing a great job, but behind the scenes they are really doing a shitty job,
and they're corrupt. Yeah,
they're very corrupt. So the Boys are looking to take out all the superheroes.
Yep. Like what's an interesting part that won't spoil anything? Oh, the beginning, the first 2 seconds of the show.
Yes.
The main character, he's talking to his girlfriend. They're about to go to college together. They're like, "I love you so much." Blah blah blah. They're about to kiss, and like it slows down, and you just see splatter of blood because the super fast hero, who's like the Flash, A-Train, he runs through the guy's girlfriend and kills her, and then they try to cover it up.
He did that because he was high.
Yep.
He was using drugs and saving people, and he ran right through the girl.
Yep, and they tried to cover it up and say that he was doing a mission and shit, but he really wasn't. Yo, what pissed me off was they'd only tried to pay this man $43,000 to cover it up. Like because he wasn't married to her. That's why. Yep.
Right.
He wasn't a spouse. He was just her boyfriend. They were like, "Look, we pay you this much just to shut up about it."
And he was like, "Nah."
But dog, that's just episode 1. Now I'm gonna warn you guys there, for those who are more sensitive, there are some triggering situations that come here. Like one of the big arching elements is that one of the main characters wife was raped by a superhero and he wants revenge for that. So, and they talk about that a lot. So just letting you know, there will be some like tricky and very touchy subjects in there. Just giving a heads up. September 4th, they released a trailer, 3-minute trailer, or an hour-long like live stream, but it had a 3-minute trailer, had the review, not the review, what happened so far. So I'm excited for that. Just putting that out there. Benta, this is something that you want to talk about. Disney is opening a new park in Magic Kingdom, or a new area in Magic Kingdom.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You told me wrong.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The ride Splash Mountain is getting changed. Its theme is getting changed to The Princess and the Frog. Because, and this is probably knowing Disney, it's probably already in the works before kind of the Black Lives Matter movement and people pointing out more so that it was racist. But
I heard years ago that it was very racist. I'm not sure how it was racist, but I remember hearing it.
So the thing is, for like our generation, it doesn't seem racist. You just think about like, it's about the rabbit and he's getting chased and you're riding through the log and you ride through their town. But the song they sing is Zippity Doodah, Zippity Day. And that one is the Song of the South, which comes from the movie Song of the South, which is a movie that's about basically it just glorifies being in the antebellum South, so during like Jim Crow and stuff like that, and it glorifies like it almost kind of glorifies slavery or being like poor in the South, which it has very racist undertones, and so they're going to change it to be Princess and the Frog, which also I think they were already kind of in the works of doing, because they're changing a lot of ride themes to be a little bit more up to date, because like I don't know if people have noticed, Tower of Terror is now being changed to Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's cool.
Just because younger kids don't get the reference, and most kids wouldn't get the reference. They would just think it was just a country ride. So it's just kind of, they've been going through these updates already, so I don't see it kind of as an immediate response into what's going on, but it is they released kind of like the renderings and stuff as a response.
I mean, they do this all the time, because I remember when I first went as a kid, the Stitch Escape ride was not Stitch Escape. It was it was a regular alien escape thing, and then they changed it, kept the same ride, but just changed it to Stitch. It was the alien that was escaping. So,
it's like literally all the same. They just kind of change the theme around it, which they do to update to the people who are coming to the park. They do it all the time. So I didn't think this was weird or like, oh my God, Black Lives Matter, we got to make a change. Like, they were already kind of doing this.
I think they should change it to Small World.
They didn't take that.
Keep the song, man, but like just change it up a little bit. Those dolls are creepy.
Fuck, dog.
I just want them to take it out. That ride can go. It can go.
All right. So, I mean, geez, that comes from the Disney buff herself.
It can go.
And then the last note I have on for the nerdy news is something that TJ sent us 2 days ago when we saw our cousin's graduation drive by. Oh my goodness. There is a man suing Twitch. TJ, you want to get into that?
I don't remember his name, and I shouldn't say his name because apparently he loves suing people. So
yeah, don't give him the time of day.
This guy sues people all the time for stupid reasons. He tried to come up with a reason. This time he is suing Twitch because he cannot stop masturbating to female gamers. It's very weird, and like basically he's saying that the female gamers are very provocative, and it causes him to masturbate every time he's on Twitch, which is absolutely ridiculous. Just stop getting on Twitch or stop following the the female gamers. And
he teenage as well. Let's be honest.
Probably are teenagers. The article goes into so much detail about how his penis chafes because he keeps masturbating, so he has to rub ointment on it and keep paying for ointment because he can't stop masturbating. Is very weird. It's outrageous that someone would do this. It's like the people that sued McDonald's because they were unhealthy. You know it's unhealthy. Why would you sue McDonald's? You're the one that keeps eating it. You got to take responsibility for yourself.
I think that just goes back to like having some self-control. Like I feel like a lot with the age of the internet, with things being so readily accessible, people have lost a lack of self-control and waiting for things. Because think about Amazon. You can say I want my package tomorrow and it'll be here tomorrow versus like, you know, niggas who had to send snail mail in the 1800s. I'm gonna wait that 2 weeks for that fucking letter with a kiss in it.
But then it's crazy, like what? Females aren't supposed to game now. They aren't supposed to be able to, you know, be gamers. I know, like, I'm not a huge gamer, even though I have decided I'm going to get a PS5, but that's only because I want to play. That's only because I want to play Crash.
I used to be a huge gamer and I fell off. I stopped with PS3. I did not get a PS4.
But you were working on your craft.
Yeah, I was putting my money towards other stuff, but now I'm about to definitely when PS5 gets out, I'm getting a PS5 and I'm diving back into gaming.
I just want it because I want to play Crash Bandicoot. That's literally the only reason why I'm getting it. But like, I know plenty of female who are actually like, who are gamers, like got like both for Xbox and the PS whatever, and like are doing both. And so like, that's not fair to them. Like, just because you a little hornball and can't get none, don't mean I can't have fun.
And that also goes to the people that at Comic-Con they act absolutely ridiculous when a woman is dressed provocative like a character from the game.
That's
like
they're not having sex.
Yeah,
okay.
Every year,
that's because
we need to start giving nerds pussy, and that's just got to be what it is. Because they cannot keep acting like this just because you don't have no clothes on.
Like every year, there's just people complaining of being sexually harassed at every Comic-Con. It's ridiculous. They're dressed like your favorite character. Do not touch them. You can say hi. I like your outfit. It looks dope. It looks cool. Don't touch them. Don't make inappropriate comments. Just like be an adult.
I mean, you could always ask them for a picture too, because I went to Otakon and I would ask people for pictures, but I wouldn't touch them. Like most I do is put my hand on their shoulder. They put their hand on my shoulder. But it's just basic rules, you know, don't touch somebody weirdly, don't grab on someone's ass you don't know, like that's fucking weird. But also, we're not just gonna give them pussy. They have to go out and earn it like everybody else. Don't think that things have to A, be given to you, and that B, these people are here to entertain you, because they're not. Like, respect women, dog.
I mean, a lot of you guys are gamers. You keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until you win at the game. Well, nigga, you need to learn from your failures and get some pussy.
Thank you, yo. Like, this is so off topic, but for real, respect your fellow human being. Like,
it's not off topic. It's not off topic. It's on brand. It's on topic. We're talking about the toxicity in the nerdy community.
Yeah, y'all need to do better. Get outside, get some air, and meet some people. Don't just sit in front of a fucking screen all day.
Also, let's jump on to the Mixer.
Oh shit, forgot about that.
Wasn't there another game issue?
Yes, Mixer is shutting down. I mean, I guess a lot of people already know this. Ninja was like the top name they had on Mixer. They had a couple other people, but I think Ninja was the top because his move was just so crazy. Like, he had the best platform on Twitch, but Mixer came
a Fortnite streamer. And kids loved him.
Yeah,
like there was nothing special. He's good at his game. Like, I'm not going to deny that.
I know who he is. That's how big he is. I know who he is, and I don't even game.
like one of the people I watch a lot. He's not like on Twitch, but on YouTube. Rad Brad. He's the worst gamer ever. I just love him because he's hilarious. Yeah. I watch him game. He missed stuff. He does stuff wrong, and I'd be yelling at the screen. But I absolutely love the guy. Like yeah, Ninja had a great following. He left there. He went to Mixer, and now there's a legal dispute going on between him and Mixer now. They don't want to pay him what he's owed and stuff like that, and he wants to get paid and leave, and then so he can move on about his business. And I absolutely agree with him. You guys didn't hold up your end of the bargain. You didn't hold up your end of the deal. You didn't keep people coming in. You didn't do what you needed to do. So
yeah, yo, he had a 10. If y'all didn't know, Ninja was originally on Twitch, and he had, let's say, about 10 to 20K people coming through on average. When he switched to Mixer, he wouldn't have anywhere near that. He'd have like maybe 5, maybe 7. But he was promised, I think it was a $10 million deal for 2 years. And they can't hold up their end of the bargain. They took a lot of huge people from Twitch and just gave them these deals for large amounts of money. And like, how can I say no to 10 mil just to play games for the next 2 years and be exclusive to your service? But they aren't able to keep their end of the deal up because they're new and they're reaching too far for how new they are.
Yep.
They should have just took their time and grew like Twitch did and developed a platform. That's their problem. They didn't do that. Now you're flopping. And if you listen to a lot of streamers, one of my favorites being TBH, he was telling people, if you're going to get started in this, just do it on Twitch. It'll take you more time, but it's more stable. Like, he predicted this for the past like 2 years, that Mixer was going to flop because they're kicking out too much money for people to come in and they're not getting their return. But yeah, that's all I got. Other than that, only question I got for you guys is, since you already answered it, so y'all with these console wars, y'all getting the PS5.
Yes, I've always been a PlayStation fan. Since the beginning. My godfather will always buy us video games every Christmas, like video game systems. First one he ever got us was the Super Nintendo, and he was a PS fan, so he would always get PlayStation. He would never get anything Xbox. So every time he would pay for it, he would get me PS, and I've always I had an Xbox 360 once. I brought it off of a friend. It was his old one. He wanted a new one, so he had the red rings. So he didn't think he could fix it, but we ended up getting it working again. I brought it off of him for cheap, got it working again, and then that was good. But that was the only time I ever had an Xbox. I have nothing against Xbox because I got crazy good at Halo, and I was playing that for like a summer, like every single night, just playing Halo, like and killing people. But yeah, I love PS, the PlayStation. If I don't do PlayStation, I may think about switching because I do have a gaming laptop too, but I never use it. I just brought it for DJing, and then I switched over to a MacBook. So I do have my gaming laptop. I may switch over to a PC because PC you don't need to keep updating like that.
Nope, you just got to keep actually adding parts every couple years, and that's if you feel like it.
Yeah, that's it. You don't have to go out and buy a whole new system.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't know shit about shit. I just want to Crash Bandicoot.
I mean, I don't think Crash Bandicoot's gonna be an exclusive. Let me check. It might be.
Maybe. And I'm playing Sims. So I play Sims on my laptop, but it's okay. I just get it for the PS5. It makes me use it more. So.
And the PS5 looks dope. I love the way it looks.
Someone put a picture up and it looked like fucking what's it called?
Hell's Head.
But what I usually do, I usually wait for the second gen to come out. That's what I usually do, but I may not do it on this one. Because PlayStation always does that. They put out the first model and then they wait like a year or two and then they release a second model.
Well, I don't have anything, so I need it now. So I got it.
Oh man. I'm gonna let you guys know I'm not indifferent to any of it, but I definitely am doing my research on it because I want to make the right purchase because I plan on getting all of them nonetheless. I'm gonna build a PC too, just so I can be on all platforms, and then when the next type of gen comes out, I'll probably just be all PC because by that time there will really be not that many exclusives, and if it's truly worth it, then maybe I'll get it. But at this current moment, I'm an Xbox person.
Or can y'all hear?
Yeah, I said at this current moment, I'm an Xbox person. I've had one for years. This year, or this generation, I will say that the PS4 won the console wars. They had better exclusives all around. like period point blank. Graphics were usually better. Less issues other than getting hacked. But other than that, they did good.
I think the only problem they had with PS4 was the developers. They were upset with PS4 about how difficult it was to create the games for PS4, and they said they fixed that problem with PS5. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens because I've been hearing very mixed things about it, like just how much it costs to build it versus how much they think people are going to sell it for. And I think if it's like a smooth $500, then that's fine. But I think it's
that's what I've seen. Oh, that's what I saw predicted, it being like 5 to 6, but hopefully it's not more than that.
I would need a Last of Us package for that one though.
But that's the thing. I feel like people are predicting that because that's what the last systems were worth. This is A, the economy is not as good as it was back then. B, this is new technology. They're putting in solid state drives. Those are not expensive, but when you're putting it in a console and usually a hard drive with it, that could start to add up. Then you have to put in a good CPU and a GPU.
All the difference.
They do, and that's how they're going to be able to do ray tracing. That's one thing I'm excited for with the PS5. And if you don't know what ray tracing is, look at your fridge, how the sunlight glistens off of that. Games don't do that. They'll like have some type of lighting, but ray tracing is like that movement you make and how the light follows it and reflects directly back at your eye. That's ray tracing.
Get you knowing things.
I know things about games. I wanted to be a game developer when I was younger, but I decided to be an engineer instead.
Make much more money right now.
Yeah. So with that, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the stream. That was a nice, 20-minute talk, but let's get into the meat and potatoes of the stream. And that's our favorite LGBTQ plus characters. So anybody, I think the person a part of that community should start this one.
The alpha gets to start. Yay! Mine is going to be the first LGBTQ characters I've seen in anime, or really in TV kind of in general, is Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune.
She was on my list. Neptune.
Uranus.
Yeah. So they were in America, like when you saw it, like in America, they were portrayed as cousins who were really close. And Sailor Uranus is actually fluid. She's gender fluid. So like typically when you see her, she looks like a boy, but of course when she's in her sailor costume, she's a girl. And then Sailor Neptune was her girlfriend in the anime, especially when you go back and watch it subbed, not dubbed. You see that they're actually together and not cousins like they say when you watch it in a dubbed. So it was like my first kind of introduction. Like as a kid, you don't realize it. It's not until especially in America because they change it a little bit. But like when you go back and you watch, you're like, oh yeah, she's gay. Like I missed that, but I see it now. So my first LGBTQ plus characters.
Okay, I didn't really watch Sailor Moon growing up too much personally. It once again, that was one of those shows that just didn't interest me. People tell me I should give it a watch. I might someday.
Okay, so here's the thing. Watching it now is so much harder because I didn't realize how much Sailor Moon was a fucking crybaby.
Yeah.
I didn't remember. That's something I must have pushed out of my head. Like Sailor Moon was badass, and maybe because it's all the costume changes, when they be like, and they do all that shit. But God, she cried over everything. She cried seconds.
Mika's tattoo artist is a huge Sailor Moon fan. She says she watches it at least every year. She'll rewatch it. I was like, girl, you're crazy. She loves it.
I agree. Especially because it's weird at the end, because then she is Sailor, the other little Sailor Moon, that's technically her daughter from the past, but in the show she's her sister because they gotta lie about it. But her mom looks just like her, and it was the Sailor Moon. They just all look the fucking same, but the little daughter has a crush on Tuxedo Mask, who's technically her dad. It's all fucking confusing. It trips me out sometimes.
Lol. Okay, TJ, you want to go next? You want me to go next?
Go ahead. All right, so this one is going to be from my favorite anime. I always got at least one character from this show in my list. And I'm going to go with Asami Sato from Korra, Legend of Korra.
Oh, Asami, yeah, huh? Yeah. Okay.
And Korra. Both of them.
I was going to do Core, but I was like, I'll always go there. So let's highlight some of the other characters in the show. Asami Sato has a very hard background. She her mom was killed by firebenders or whatever they were, and her father builds this company, and then he develops an anger towards benders. So her father turns evil and stuff like that, and she becomes she starts dating Mako, one of the other main characters in there, which was Korra's ex-boyfriend. And her and Korra have a very weird friendship from the beginning, seeing though that Asami was dating Korra's ex. And after time, they become closer and closer and closer. After Korra gets almost demolished by Zahir in the Red Lotus, they become really close.
Because she helped her heal, right?
Yep, she helped her heal, and Korra doesn't feel like she can confide in anyone else but her. So she constantly write her letters, and like Korra goes into isolation. So everyone's like trying to get in contact with her. They're writing her letters. She's reading everyone's letters, but she won't respond to anyone but Asami. And her and Asami become real close after that. And you could just see it in the final season. You could just see their relationship and how Korra feels about her. And in the final moments of the show, they kiss. Well, they shut, because it's a kid show. They go lean in for the kiss, and then the show cuts off. But you can see their relationship and how it grows. I think the whole relationship is just beautiful, and that was one of the shows I'm glad that they had them into a relationship. I think we need more of it.
I wouldn't say because it's a kid show. I would say because it wasn't time yet to show that. And that's because, remember, Legend of Korra came out in, what was that, I feel like it was 2014?
I got it.
Oh my God, 2012. Holy shit.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Oh my goodness. So basically, since Legend of Korra came out in 2012, that's when the world was still getting accustomed to it. So, everybody wasn't fully ready to see that. I would assume. But now, if that show would have come on now, they would have just showed it. Why? Because a lot of children's channels, Disney and Nickelodeon in specific, are just openly saying, "Hey, this character's gay. Deal with it." And
they don't show kissing though.
They show them. Okay, they don't do that. But they don't do it yet.
That's gay, apparently. It's like a thing. SpongeBob's gay.
Yeah. Actually, someone was telling me he's either gay or he's asexual. I can't remember.
They just announced
he was a part of the LGBT community. So thanks, SpongeBob, for coming out to sea. We like it. We love it. We accept you as you are.
Out of the closet. I love it.
Out of the closet.
So I'm gonna do my first person. And it is actually Anissa from Black Lightning. That's the older sister.
Yes.
Yeah, she's actually gay. She's gay the entire time. Her parents know she's gay. They accept her and they love her. And you get to see a lot of her relationship in the show. The reason I chose her for like the first person I'm going to say is because she is very heavily an activist during the show. Like, she fights for Black rights. She fights for people's rights, human rights all together. Like, she fights for the people at all times. And she even like defaced a Confederate statue like at the beginning of the show. Her younger sister calls her Harriet because she's a lot like Harriet Tubman, trying to free people. And even later in the show, she basically becomes that when their town gets put on lockdown and gets stuck in a force field. She basically runs an underground railroad getting metas out of the city. So I thought that was nice and poetic, and I liked her just because she's a nice character. Her taste in women is not the best. Her girlfriend kind of sucks, but at the same time, she's very I'm going to say a powerful woman, not just strong-willed, because she's like not just a tough chick. She's very emotional, and I like that they let that show about her, that she feels. And like usually they show it through anger, but that's because she's got a lot stacked against her, being a Black woman and a superhero. And one of the things I liked was that in the beginning she was a little bit in the shadow of her dad as a hero, but then she very quickly made a name for herself. From going from Black Lightning and Thunder to, oh my God, it's Thunder, or Blackbird. So I thought that was tough as fuck.
I have to catch up on Black Lightning. I stopped watching when she started training, and everybody's like, right after that is when it gets good again. And I'm like,
that's when all the graphics get a lot better. The story starts to pick up a lot more because we've introduced you to all the big name players. Now we get to do what we want.
That's what everybody keeps telling me. Okay, it can't be an episode if I don't mention him. Okay, he's a bisexual, like me. And he deserves to find love. I don't care if he finds love in a man. I don't care if he finds love in a woman. He deserves love.
What if he finds love in a them?
I don't care. It could be a them, something.
All right, just fact checking you.
He needs to be loved by whoever he wants.
Love is love.
It is. Got it tattooed on me. But yeah, so Alucard, you actually don't know his sexual orientation until the last episode. When basically when he gets his heart broken like again, like, which sucks because he was
But why do you have to get his heart broken after the threesome? Why not before? Why do you waste my time?
They did waste his time, and he just like he was going through a really tough time with depression of killing his dad and then his friends leaving, and they didn't leave him because they did anything wrong. They left, to clean up the world or whatever. And so now he's all depressed and sad, and he thinks he found some friends. And then finds out, maybe these friends can be lovers. And then that is so quickly snatched away from him. And Alucard deserves love. All bisexuals deserve love. And we don't suck just because we want it all. Bisexuals are great.
Okay.
Yeah. No disagreeing. We're not disagreeing.
Live your life, dog. It's not mine to live. It's yours.
So I got a long list. I just went through my list. So I'm trying to narrow down what I want to choose. All right. So I'm going to do Pearl from Steven Universe.
Oh, all of them from Steven Universe. Do the whole cast.
All of them for Steven Universe.
Aren't they all like, isn't it like a gay thing?
Yeah, the gems are all women, and they're all, and dancing is their version of sex.
Yes. They merge together. It's not just sex. It's like them becoming one with like body and spirit. So you can call it sex if you want, but yes,
that's the perfect analogy for sex. That's what sex is supposed to be. Making love is supposed to be the intertwining of two. What?
Yes,
Pearl's they're all in love with them, but Pearl the most.
Pearl's story is so tragic. That's why I picked Pearl. Pearl only
doesn't Pearl like love her the most? Like
yes.
She's obsessed with her.
She only loved one person and didn't let it go even after that person left her. She gave her all. Like no matter what Rose Quartz would ask for, Pearl would do. She did not care. She always did whatever Rose asked for, even knowing that Rose was a diamond. She still did everything for her, like no matter what she asked. She hurt her no matter, like, and even when she fell in love with someone else, Pearl still there by her side no matter what. Even when she tells her, hey, I'm gonna leave you and I'm gonna give you a kid to raise, guess who stayed there? Pearl stayed there and raised Steven along with the other ones, but Pearl like loved her so much, and her love was just crazy. And then you see in Steven Universe Future, she finally starts to move on. They had one episode when Pearl goes on like a first date after all this stuff. Like she doesn't date for a really long time, and she goes on a first date and she's just so nervous, so scared that she's going to be hurt again. Like Diva says, love. Everyone wants love. They want to be loved, and they want to be loved as the person that they are and cared for. So she's just scared of she's going to be rejected again. Like she loved somebody for years that didn't love her back the same way, and she's just terrified she's going to get rejected. She's going to get rejected by her friends, because they do like a group thing, and she's scared she's going to get rejected by her friends, and the world for just being who she is. And that's why I wanted to highlight Pearl.
Yeah. Steven Universe was actually like a deep ass show. Like
I know, I hear it. I actually love that show. I need to watch Steven Universe Future. Now that it's done, I'm gonna watch it. I'm just gonna sit and binge it. I heard it.
Shout out to all my Steven Universe fans out there. So my next one is actually, as soon as I open my notes because my phone locked, I'm gonna go with Deadpool.
Oh, he's on my list.
Yes.
Deadpool is, if you did not know, Deadpool is actually pansexual, as the writers describe him as he would fuck anything with a pulse. So, he'll do some grosser stuff too, but...
Bestiality, baby.
Oh, gross. Humans, furries. But yeah, Deadpool actually rolls with anything. He makes the jokes, and in the movie, you even saw him getting pegged. So...
Yes. He did.
I don't think he was into it too much before he, went clinically insane. But
first time always hurts. He'll get used to it.
I wouldn't know.
No, thank you.
You said what?
I said I wouldn't know.
It's an exit.
It's an entrance. You want to know why it's an entrance? Because your doctors used to put a thermostat up there for an accurate measurement of your temperature.
Exit.
Then put a thermostat in your dog's mouth.
Is a suppository?
You're definitely gonna take it. But no, Deadpool's he's a super comical character. I liked all the voices of him. I forgot his original voice actor, but he did it so well. And now that Ryan Reynolds is doing it, I think they picked the perfect person to carry on that legacy of voicing Deadpool, because
Ryan Reynolds was not playing. He was going to get Deadpool. He's like, dude, we're doing this.
No, because remember, there was a lot of like stopping with it, and people like didn't want to do it because it was going to be so controversial, and he had to put a lot of work behind it.
That bridge scene came out like 5 years before the movie even came out.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember seeing that on YouTube. I was like, yo, this movie's going to be dope. But then the movie never came out. I was like, all right, what's going with this movie? And then it finally came out because he pushed for that movie to happen.
Yeah, so Deadpool is actually like he's my favorite anti-hero. I'll say that, because he's someone who does a lot of bad and will kill people, but he does a lot of good and has a moral compass. Like in the X-Men Apocalypse series, when he was helping the X-Men so that humanity wouldn't be extinct, they were like, the only way we're going to be able to take out Apocalypse is if we kill him as a baby. And he was like, I'm not going to do that. That's fucking morally wrong. You need to figure out a different way, because I'm not going to kill a kid, whether it's my only option or not. Like, he refuses to kill children. That's his thing.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I'm going to keep our podcast toxic, because who would we be if I didn't? And I'm going to say Hisoka.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I got a questionable one on my list too. So
he made going. Pedophile. He's a gay pedophile.
Does it matter? He's a pedophile. It don't matter if you're gay, straight, or pansexual. You're a pedophile, dog.
Well, he doesn't care who you are. As long as you're a male and you'll fight him, he's ready to fuck.
Now.
So if I don't fight him, I can't get fucked by him.
Let's hear this argument. What if he is actually not a pedophile? What if he just gets off on killing people?
Then he's just a serial killer, and he should not be on this list.
He gets a hard on from killing people. Because
I wouldn't say that he's a pedophile. I would say that
he's definitely a pedophile, because actually, if you watch the subbed scene of him talking to Killua's older brother, he makes this hand gesture, and he doesn't say, "What if I kill Killua?" He says, "What if I fuck Killua?"
Yes,
and that's when he says, "I will kill you." And the reason why Americans don't get it, because they still change it in the subs. It's the hand symbol that he does. That in Japan it means to fuck. So he actually says in Japanese, "What if I fuck Killua?" Not if I kill him.
I told Roland, I said, yo, this nigga just straight said that he wanted to fuck Killua. Roland texted me back. He said, no, dog, I think he meant that he wanted to kill him. I said, okay, you say that.
No,
I don't. You guys are making me not want to watch this show so much.
That was literally our conversation.
He flips the fuck out. He's like, if you touch him, I'll kill you. And then he, like, in his mind, he says, I think I want to do it just so I can get Illumi's wrath. So not only does he wants to fuck him, he also wants to fight Illumi. Like, he just wants it all. He wants everything.
So I was just gonna say that I was gonna maybe slide in the hint of doubt of saying, because he always says, I'm gonna wait until he's fully grown, then consume him. So I'm like, all right, maybe he's like, all right, I found this kid, I'm gonna wait until he's 18, then I'll kill him. Or then I'll fuck him. That's definitely weird. Definitely.
That's that Woody Allen shit with his daughter, man. That shit was gross.
That is literal grooming, and that's fucking weird. That was the only way I was gonna say maybe not, but you guys definitely confirmed it, and I've been saying it this entire time. So
I got a questionable one. I'm not going to do the questionable one next. I'm gonna leave that one for a while.
Let him breathe
a little bit, but I got a questionable one because the love story is great, but it's like kind of. Like,
ooh, I can't wait. Let's go.
All right, so, but my next one, I'm going to do one of the greatest.
Who? Wait, I go after Bentadora?
No, you go last.
Go last.
Stay in your place. host.
I'm sorry.
One of the greatest incarnation of Wolverine, and that is Daken. Daken is Wolverine's son. He is bisexual. Yes, he is. He is an anti-hero. He is he's not good or bad. He like Deadpool, he swings either way. He's bisexual. He swings either way with justice too.
It doesn't matter. He's just swinging.
Yes. So like he's just a badass. He has the healing factor like Wolverine. He has 3 claws, but his claws comes out different. He has 1 coming out of his palm and then 2 out of his knuckles.
Okay.
He's, like I said, just a badass character. I love like his fight scenes and stuff like that. He's kind of aggressive with his boyfriends, but you know,
kind of aggressive. I'm assuming he claws them.
Huh? No.
He gets a little rough.
Yeah, he gets a little rough. Like if you see some of the comics, he like yanks him up and kisses him and stuff like that. Like he gets a
he's aggressive. The alpha in this, huh?
Yeah, he's the alpha in everything. But like if you wanted like post-apocalyptic looking Wolverine, you got Daken. That's exactly who that is. He has like the giant tattoo going down from his chest down to his arm, down to his sleeve. He has a mohawk. He's just crazy. But yep. Huh. Your turn now, host.
That's fun. I think you mean ho because you just hoed me a few minutes ago. But yeah, that's my turn. I'm gonna go with Ryoko from Kill la Kill. Because she's just so comically funny that
Ryuko and Mako, because remember they go on a date at the end.
They do, but I don't really like Mako that much. She was kind of an annoying bitch, but Ryoko was fun.
That's her best friend.
That doesn't mean she's any less of an annoying bitch.
Oh, I guess. I mean, technically it's her girlfriend too.
And I mean, bitch is in a general term, not as she's a woman. So just want to put that out there.
It could be bitches too.
Yeah. So. But I liked her in terms of she was just so comical. I love those off the wall loopy comical characters. Then when she got her what are they called? Oh.
She used to have her butt all the time.
She did. But when she got her suit, like the powers that it came with, they're like, we gave the person who had the most potential, who could hold them off the longest, the first suit. I was like, I wonder who they gave it to. And then they gave it to her and she was just tough as fuck. I just loved it. It was so great.
And everybody loved her, no matter like, even like the quote unquote enemy, they even loved her. Like back when the school was the enemy, they loved her. They wouldn't even like, they were like, oh, she's so cute and adorable. And her family was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, it is my turn. I'm gonna keep it lighthearted, and I'm gonna go to One Piece, and we're gonna talk about Ivankov and Bon Clay.
He was on my list.
They are. So Ivankov is the queen of Kamabaka Queendom, and that's basically an island full of drag queens, which we all know I love drag queens.
She does.
I do.
She does love drag queens.
I watch RuPaul too.
I'm watching RuPaul. I'm watching it tonight with my girlfriend. I'm so excited.
Oh shit! Just so you guys know, there's a bar. It's a bar by the water downtown. I forgot what it's called. Every Thursday night is drag queen bingo.
Really? Almost every night. Almost every bar has a drag night. I've done drag events. I did a drag queen Halloween that was really fun.
Oh, that sounds like. Why didn't you?
That actually sounds really interesting.
Why didn't you invite me?
This was like 2 years ago, I think it was. It was dope, man. Yes, it was at the Grand Hotel down in Baltimore. They rented out a whole ballroom, had a stage set up. They had Mr. Mr. Gay America was there.
They had one of those?
Yes, they do. They have
competition. That's so dope.
It was really dope. It was one drag queen from off of RuPaul in there. I can't remember what name it was, but I'll look it up later and find out and let Spencer know because she'd probably be interested. But it was a very fun night.
Yeah, I want to go to Nelly's. Nelly's has opened up their drag show. So they're back open, and I want to go to their drag brunch. I can't wait.
Yes,
I probably will buy it.
My wife absolutely loved drag queens, and she loved gay clubs. We went to Florida. We went to like 3 different gay clubs. Or we're down there.
So yeah,
I heard gay clubs are like 10 times more fun than regular clubs.
They are.
They
I DJ'd at Grand Central Club down in Baltimore.
I love Grand Central.
It's a gay club.
So much fun.
I love the stories people tell about them. Like they all sound so. Like the stories I've heard are they're super inviting, they're super fun, they're super inclusive, and like the drinks are like so much better.
They want to party. Like gay clubs is people that want to dance. They want to party. It's not like a regular bar or club where people just sit around. They're not really getting engaged. Man,
trying to get with people. They're not trying to like hit on people and stuff like that. They're just here to have a good time.
They ready to dance. I remember one time I DJ'd at Grand Central, and then I hit up right afterwards. I DJ'd at a late night spot called 1722, which is also, it's not a gay club, but it's usually the clientele is of the community. So it's very fun. Like that is like house music. You know, we all grew up on house music. So we love house music, and it's people that want to dance, man. They get on that dance floor, they're doing everything, man. They're just killing it. People put on shows like that, like there's a stage in Grand Central, so people jump up on the stage and like just start dancing.
And just start dancing. Yes, it's so much fun. And like I took me and my friend Trey, who was on a few episodes back. We took a few of our straight friends back when we were in college to Nellie's one night. We're like, just come with us. Like we promise, nobody's gonna hit on you guys. They had so much fun. They're like, granted, they're like, we'll never do it again without you guys. But they're like, they had so much fun, and I'm like, yeah, because it's not like your typical club scene. It's not like, oh, you know, guys hitting on girls and just people just there to be there to say that it was there. No, they're there to party, and I love it.
Fun fact to all the straight people who might feel a little bit uncomfortable going to a gay bar: 9 times out of 10, towards all my straight males, let's say this, 9 times out of 10, that gay dude who you think is gonna come up and try and hit on you doesn't even think you're attractive. So live with that.
Had a few hit on me, but it's just it's not like that. People always think, "Oh, the gay guy's gonna try to hit on me." No, it's not like that.
No.
I have conversations with you and stuff like that. When we was in Florida, I was in the bathroom. I was taking a piss. I walk out the bathroom, and the dude stopped, and he just rubbed his hand through my hair. He's like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Okay, calm down, dude. Calm down."
They're not that bad. But Ivankov, actually is a part of the Revolutionary Army, which you learn, and is amazing how accepted she is. She's a she, right? She's a she.
I know, she's trans.
Okay,
that's what I think of that, because she has the I don't want to steal this from you, but she has that hormone power where she can transform between man and woman.
Right.
Yes.
So she's like she's very trusted by Dragon. They work together like all the time, and just she's not seen as, you know, different because she's trans. She's just another person in the Revolutionary Army who's boss as fuck with some boss powers. Now, there's a secret going around. There's like this rumor going around that Crocodile might have used to been a woman, because there's this line where Ivankov says like, "I know your secret," and it's like, ooh, what's his secret? Because if she know it, then it's probably like gay shit. So maybe Crocodile's gay too. We don't know yet. I will fill y'all in when I find out. But then you have
Crocodile was out here giving that dry neck.
And then you have Bon Clay, Mr. 2, who
he's dope. I like him. He's funny.
He's so dope, and he reoccurs. And you know, by the end of the arc that he's in, he's actually a friend of the Straw Hat. And he takes an L for them, of the Straw Hats, and takes an L for them. And he's the ruler of Newcomer, which is just another island for, you know, people of that nature to just stay. And you know, that's where Sanji got stuck on Kamabaka Island, and you know, that's where he did all the running, because at first he thought it was girls, but then he found out it wasn't, and he had to run from them.
It's funny. Okay, Sanji, you can accept them. We won't judge you.
No.
You know, he's a
Sanji is questioning. I don't want to throw anybody out there. If they're not ready to come out, I'm not going to put them out. But I think Sanji is maybe questioning, and I think that he overcompensates by going after women.
That's actually sometimes a sign. If you didn't know, psychologically, some people will try to be hypersexual or hyper masculine to try to cover it up because they won't realize that they're not into it. But that's just a defense mechanism. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, that's just a little science behind it.
Because Sanji was, after a while, Sanji got really comfortable there. He started dressing in drag as well, all that. And he talked about how free he felt once he let go and did that.
Well, hey, you could be a drag queen and still straight.
Yeah. You can be a drag queen and still straight.
There have been some on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh my God, if you guys are looking for a great comedian that's in the community, Flame Monroe. Please look up Flame Monroe. She is amazing. She identifies as we. That's what she identifies. She's dressed in drag, trans. She has so sometimes she's a man. She changes up every time. She talks openly about it. Just watch one of her interviews. It's absolutely great. She's a hilarious comic. She's on Tiffany Haddish's Netflix special called We Ready. And
about to watch it.
Yes, it's really good, and I love this chick. She's amazing. And she just talks about how like sometimes she dresses drag, sometimes she dresses as a man because she has 3 kids. So like when she's around kids, she tries to dress as a man, but her kids know what it is. They know the deal. They know her lifestyle. But yeah. Oh, also I wanted to add on to your Ivankov thing. One of my favorite things that she did was that the homophobe came after her and was talking about how his dad ran off with a man because of them, and so he hated all gay people and stuff like that. And what she did was she turned him into a woman.
Let's go.
And then he was happy. That's the funny thing about it. He was happy. Once he turned into a woman, he was happy. And there's a lot of people out there like that. Like Greg said, they overcompensate and stuff like that. Like it's something inside of you that just want to push it down because you don't think you're going to be accepted. You don't think you're going to be that person or whatever. So you just push that shit deep down inside. Yeah. Man, just be you.
Just know that the Be More Nerdy podcast accepts you. Yes. Wait, did you guys see what was that show called? Sex Education on Netflix.
Yeah,
the jock.
The jock. Watch that show.
So there's a jock. Yeah, he's a jock. He's bisexual, but he doesn't want to accept it. So he's a bully to the gay kid. Like he bullies the fuck out of him all the time.
And for a long time,
he has a girlfriend and he can't get it up to fuck.
No, he could get it up. He couldn't come. He couldn't eject.
I gotta tell you that story after we're done. I'm not gonna say who he was, but I'll tell you that story. Go ahead, Greg, finish.
It's really,
but it's really interesting because that's one of those cases where he was like bullying the person, and just because, and he didn't know why he didn't like him. He hated himself, and he couldn't please his girlfriend in a certain way, and like it was supposed, air quote, the prettiest girl in school, and she didn't even know herself because she had to take time to learn herself sexually.
Yeah,
but it was just
how to masturbate.
Yeah.
Basically, the show is about this kid whose mother is a sex therapist, and he ends up starting this business with this other girl at the high school of giving sex therapy to high school students. And you learn about, and it's a great show because it talks about all of the issues that, teenagers have around sex, whether they're ready for sex, if they like boys, if they like girls. Okay, like I want to have sex, but I don't know how to bring it to my partner, or I don't know how to tell my partner this and that.
I don't know how to bust a nut. I don't know how to use a douche. Right,
I don't know how to douche and all that stuff. It brings up all of these and just becoming comfortable enough to even bring some of these issues to your partner and being comfortable in yourself. It's such a good show because even the kid who's the main character, he couldn't masturbate in the beginning of the show.
He didn't know why. You learn at the end of season 1, but
yeah, you learn why. But he would end up having a panic attack every time he wanted to try to masturbate. It was like, it's such a good show. It's such a good show.
I'll check it out. I'll definitely.
You actually learn a lot of sciencey stuff. But am I next?
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm next.
He's next because that actually brings me to another favorite. Sorry.
I had a friend do the same situation. We went to high school together. He was from a family that was very redneck. They white. They didn't accept none of that shit, and he was always sleeping with women. And I remember one time we were like hanging out outside, just drinking and talking and stuff like that. And he was telling all our friends like how he has erectile dysfunction and he can't get it up during sex. And I'm like, you're like 19 years old and you can't get it up during sex? So I was like, okay. So then like years down the line, I don't talk to him anymore, but I'm still friends with him on Facebook. Years down the road, comes out, he's gay. He's married now. Him and his husband, they bought a house. They had the rainbow flag out front of the house and everything. And I was like, that's what it was, bro. You weren't into girls.
Right. That was the problem.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. But your next one, TJ?
My next one is going to be very toxic.
Yes.
Oh God.
It's going to be from Naruto, Zabuza.
Yes.
He was a pedophile too. What the fuck?
We don't know the
But
age.
we don't. No, Haku was only like 13.
Okay.
That nigga, he was
Haku
13.
Okay, all right.
Look, I'll tell you. Oh, look, Google. Keep going.
I don't know how old Haku
Why do y'all
was.
like these manipulative characters, dog?
Their love story was so sad though.
Because it didn't start off as he was 15.
He was 15. That's legal in some states.
That's legal in that
And then it says
country.
on the thing, it says sex male. Yes, seriously, in quotation mark.
Because no one
Because
thought it was a dude.
Naruto thought it was a girl. He was like, how pretty she was. Naruto said that. Oh man.
This man was giving Naruto a hard on. He had Naruto questioning.
Naruto? Question mark?
But yeah, Zabuza and Haku love story is just crazy. Haku was tortured and beaten as a child. Zabuza saves him, and then I can't remember, like, he didn't want to take him in at first, but then he ends up doing it, ends up taking him in or not.
I think Haku kept, was like, you know how like they like followed him.
Yeah.
And then he just was like, all right, fuck it, you with me now.
But then years down the line, it grew into love. Haku would do anything for Zabuza. He would kill himself, need it be, for this man. He just absolutely fell in love with him. And you don't really show that from Zabuza. You just feel like that he's using him until the end when Zabuza is dying and he's like,
put me next to Haku. Not only first of all, he goes insane when he not insane, but he kirks out and kills everybody with a knife in his mouth when the guy was talking bad about Haku. And then when he does die, he wants to be laid next to him. It's beautiful. I mean, not really, but yeah.
Why does anime have so many pedophilic characters?
It's a glorified thing. Have you ever watched any type of hentai porn or any type of Japanese porn? It's always some young kid and some old dude.
That goes on a lot.
I don't know what kind of hentai you're watching, but usually my hentai has people in high school and some type of weird main character whose eye doesn't have eyes.
I don't.
All hentai main characters don't.
I don't have a hentai list, but I'm just going to listen to whatever you guys say.
We can make a hentai list. Just
not doing a hentai list.
That's gross.
If the fans want hentai lists, we'll do it.
I mean, we will.
I'm telling you what.
Guys.
I'm telling you, you get me to 1,000 retweets on Twitter, I will make a hentai list. Get the Be More Nerdy podcast to 1,000 tweets on Twitter. 1,000 retweets on Twitter. I'll make a hentai list.
We will make a hentai list for you guys. Jesus Christ! Why are we making these promises? Greg, it's your go. Go, Greg. Go.
I'm gonna loop back to sex education, and I'm actually gonna go with Eric. Eric he's from an African household, and if you know anything about African households, most of them don't like
Jamaicans too.
Yeah, they don't like any. They don't play with any of that really. But his family accepted him. They let him wear drag, all of that. Like growing up, it was a very gradual thing that happened. But now that he's in high school, they've accepted it, and he was bullied. He's always been nice to everyone. Like there was an episode where he got like beat up. Yeah, he's always been honest, gay, nice to everyone, and he's very flamboyant. I will tell you that. But I just like his character as a person. Like he's a kind soul to everyone, and he ends up becoming a less likable person at the end of season 2 because he can't make up his fucking mind. But all in all, he just wants to be loved, and I think that's my thing I liked about him. But the thing I disliked about him, his need for love drove him to do some non-positive things. Let's say that. So
it does that.
Love is a powerful thing.
Love is it's one of the most powerful drugs.
And actually, I want to elaborate on like what I said with the Jamaican thing. There's a history behind that. I actually found out why Jamaicans hate gay people. And
is it because of slavery?
Slavery. It's because of slavery. For torture, for slavery, the slave owners used to fuck the men or make the men fuck each other.
Yeah.
And that's why it stems from that. But they can learn to get over that. It'll take time. It'll take a long time, but like it'll pass. Because I know a lot of Jamaican people that come here from Jamaica, like first generation, and they do not fuck with it at all.
Nope.
And
yeah.
I heard Jamaicans don't like to fuck with giving
Actually,
head.
it's not even that's a thing too, but it's a small thing. But it's a big thing because I went to this in DC there's a lot of like soca parties. I went to this soca party once and this guy offered to buy me a drink. Of course I said yes because I'm not paying for it. And when he started trying to like women. But when he started trying to talk to me more, I was like, no, I like women. And he like blew up. Like he lost his mind. He was like, you like fake dick, this, that, and the third. And I was just like, okay, you can be mad, but I'm going to take this free drink and walk away because you already paid for it. So I already won.
I think you should have poured on his head.
No, I wanted the drink. I guess
let people love what they want to love, for real. It's none of your business, to be honest.
Who fuck don't make you come?
Did you just say, oh, okay, wow.
Yep.
It's the truth. And who you fuck don't make me come?
You don't know that. What if we're fucking the same person? What if it's a threesome? What if you're fucking that person?
Make me shit.
What?
That's another saying. What you eat don't make me shit.
Yeah.
So what you're doing in your life, it ain't none of my goddamn business.
None of my business.
I mean, I'm gonna just stick with minding my own goddamn business. That I don't need sayings. Fuck it.
I'm not a Karen. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Live your life. Kiss who you want to kiss. Fuck who you want to fuck. Do what you want to do.
As long as it's consensual.
As long as it's consensual and you're not out here murdering people.
And it's of age. Consensual and of age.
Well, theoretically, that covers both grounds if it's consensual, because someone who's not of age can't give consent.
Yes, but they could say yes, and people say take that and run with it.
But
so
that does what the fuck? That doesn't count.
I know, but still, people are dumb.
Legally, it doesn't count, but
legally it doesn't count, right?
I think morally it shouldn't count either.
So my next pick is my favorite bisexual. Well, one of my favorite bisexuals. It's Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy.
Yeah, they are pretty bi together, aren't they?
They are.
I love their relationship. I absolutely love it.
Especially because it wasn't like, it grew from a friendship. It grew from them being really, really good friends and trusting each other and whatever. And it grew into something. Granted, in the show right now, I'm probably like 3 episodes behind. But the last episode I seen, Ivy didn't pick Harley Quinn, even though they got a thing going on. And I'm really, really sad about it. But I'm gonna catch up and hopefully, because
you know she love her and Harley wants to be with her, but Harley doesn't want to say she wants to be with her unless Poison Ivy says yes, I want you.
It's one of those.
Yes.
Yeah, especially because Poison Ivy says, like, I don't know if you won't hurt me because I know, because they're good they're such good friends. She's like, I know you as a person, I know you as a friend. I'm not sure you can be she's like, I know you can be a great friend. I don't know if you can be a great partner. And then she's already engaged to someone else. So she's like, but I know he can be a good partner. It's almost, she's settling, which sucks because you should never settle.
But should you risk it all?
Risk it all for love. You should risk it all for love. I believe in that wholeheartedly.
Then you end up like Alucard. See what happens? See?
And then you learn. But then you learn,
and then you can risk it all again once you fix yourself.
Incorrect. Then you lock yourself in your giant castle with your powers.
No.
Shutting my heart. Shutting the doors. Fuck you guys. I'm hurting. No. So I'm gonna go on to my I know. I keep thinking it's my turn. I'm sorry.
Taking it to the world of South Park. And wait, not Mr. Garrison is going to be. It's going to be off the chain. So what do you?
Don't you say it?
I'm going to say
fucking. Go ahead.
You already know who I'm going to say. Craig and
No. The reason I don't like that, the only reason I don't like that answer,
Craig,
is because they were pressured. No, I only don't like it. The only reason I don't like it is because they were literally pressured into it. Like, if it was any other, like, oh, we just got together, I wouldn't give a fuck. But it was like, everyone was like, oh, you guys are the perfect couple. You guys are such a couple. And they're like, we're not a fucking couple. And then they just ended up saying they're a couple because everybody else was saying they're a couple. Like, that was the most forced shit. That was
so They became a couple later, and they're still a couple.
Yes, they're still a couple. They became
a great couple. They're a great couple. Yeah.
And it was. Everyone kept saying it like it was a joke. They were doing like fan art about
yeah.
about Craig and Tweet together and stuff like that. But I think that they realized, like, hey man, let's do this. Let's make this a thing.
Great.
Yes.
Great together. there.
Because Craig actually calms down Tweet. Tweet is crazy.
Yeah, Craig.
His parents put cocaine in his coffee. Yes.
Yes. So Tweet is kind of fucked up, but Craig mellows him out. He keeps him calm and stuff like that. And they remain. I love that joke that they remain a couple the whole time, no matter what. You'll catch them holding hands and stuff like that. So
there was an Easter egg in the South Park game, or not an Easter egg, but in the South Park game, one of the collectibles. There's 43 fan arts of them scattered throughout the world that you can find. I found 42. I couldn't find the last one. I was pissed.
That's funny as hell. I love Craig and Tweet as a couple. Like we already know Mr. Garrison is in there, then Mr. Slave as well. But I gotta give it to Craig.
Mr. Slave is my fucking dude. He ate someone with his ass.
He did eat someone. He also had lemon winks in his ass as well. Yes.
Nah, but I only didn't like it because it's like it didn't just felt forced, it was forced, and I was like, that's not fair.
They forced all their relationships. Like they forced what's his name? Token to date the only black chick in the school. Remember Cartman did that? They had to date each other because they were black. Yes.
Oh my goodness, I hated that too. I just hate the fact that it was forced. But them as a couple was very positive. I like that about it. It wasn't like they were just faking it. Like,
and the whole town accepted them. That was the best part. Like the whole town was invested in them. They were like, "Oh my god, our first gay couple." Yep.
So yeah, that episode was nice. I like that episode. All right. So this one's just for shits and giggles, since y'all want to throw Tweak and Craig under the fucking bus. Riley Freeman from the Boondocks.
Yeah.
And you want to know why? Because he said
I just watched Thuggalicious episode before we started this pod. Yes.
At the end of the what was it? Thuggalicious? No, Gangstalicious. At the end of the Gangstalicious episode, he was his biggest fan. He was wearing basically like a crop top. He was wearing a skirt. He was wearing sandals. He had a purse. And then they found out he was gay, and he was sitting in the room.
Man, y'all niggas gay.
He was sitting in the room. Ray cried, and Huey came in. He was like, he gay. He was like, yup. He's like, and I'm his biggest fan. He's like, yup. He's like, that make me gay, don't it? Yup. And then that nigga started crying. I'm like, damn.
That shit was hilarious. I just watched the episode when he pulls him out the car and they think they're gonna kill him, and then he kisses him. That shit, I was.
Yeah, that's just for the shits and giggles though, because that man, he got some time to figure himself out. He got time.
Next.
Me. So I'm gonna say Big Sis Magami from My Hero Academia.
Let's go.
She is
R.I.P.
She is transgender, R.I.P. She did die. But the crazy thing is, like, they really accepted her. Like, granted, in the villain side, because she was a villain, they really looked
at that voice.
That shit hurt Dobby the most, man.
It hurt.
You said Dobby. It hurt
all of them. Dobby, Twice, and what's her name? What's the girl's name?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I said Dobby. That's what I meant. I didn't mean Twice.
Twice was the most hurt by it.
Yeah. And that's because Twice like just really is like big on his friends and friendship, even though maybe his friends are evil, but he's like, it's almost like the power of friendship for bad guys. That's Twice.
It don't work for them because R.I.P.
Did you see what Twice does when he like goes insane about his friends? He can do that little infinity multiple Twice.
It's called the Sad Man's Parade. Yeah, Sad Man's Parade. Yes.
Like it don't matter because R.I.P. Twice.
Wait, Twice died?
Yo, stop with the spoilers, man.
What? Y'all give spoilers every fucking episode. Let me have my moment.
I didn't know that. Wait, who killed him?
I'm not telling you that. Damn it!
Hawks did kill Twice. I didn't know he killed them. I knew they were fighting and Dobby was coming and he burned his wings. I didn't know he killed Twice. Sorry, Nat. Got my back door open for killing.
I thought you were clapping for happiness. I don't know.
No.
You're still going to cry when you watch it. I mean, so.
I am. I'm still going to cry when I watch
All I said was R.I.P. Twice. I didn't give nothing else.
It's okay. Now I know, but it's fine. So yeah, Big Sis Magami and R.I.P. because like she ain't had to die.
She didn't.
We had to die. We had to kill her.
She didn't have to go like that.
Like that was a horrible way. It exploded your whole top half. That was a horrible.
After you gave your internal monologue.
Yes. Let me tell you how stupid that monologue was, though. I was like, all right, come on now. I was watching. I was like, why do we need this right now?
Because
like,
it was their last words. That's
I was like,
why.
Just hit him. I was thinking that. I was like, just hit him.
Think about it like this. Would you have felt the same when Yamcha got blown the fuck up if he didn't give his monologue?
Yeah.
Yamcha always dies. Who gives a fuck?
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
What did he do to deserve this? That was the day Yamcha hung up his towel. He said, fuck it.
Fucking finally. TJ, it's your turn.
My turn. All right. Oh, yeah. And I wanted to give a special thanks to One Piece. I think One Piece is the most progressive in terms of the LGBT community anime. That's what I want to say. And like, there's a bunch of islands they go to, and it's always a character there of the community, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
My next person is going to be Marceline, the Vampire Queen,
and Princess Bubblegum. Yes,
that's from Adventure Time.
Yes, which I just watched. What's the name? The first episode. Yeah, it's good. Of Adventure Time, Distant Lands is very good. The first, like, every episode is they're not doing it put out all at one time, so you could binge it. They're putting it like per week, and they just put out the first episode, and it's about BMO. And I thought it was going to be after Adventure Time, but this episode is before Adventure Time starts. And it's about BMO. It's really good. That's on HBO Max if anyone wants to watch it. Marceline, the Vampire Queen, was best friends with Princess Bubblegum. They are two of the oldest characters in the series. They've been living for thousands and thousands of years. Marceline was a little girl rescued by Simon. Her father is a demon, and she was like half human, half demon. And she went through this crazy stuff where she had to like fight these vampires, and then she ended up gaining all the vampires' powers, so she becomes a vampire herself as well. So she's now half vampire, half demon. And her and Princess Bubblegum is the same thing, kind of like Harley Quinn. It starts off as a friendship. They're like friends for a long time. They both also date other guys as well. And then they just find a love for each other. And I love when they showed the future of them, and they show them grow old together. That was just, they get a house. Princess Bubblegum gives up the kingdom, and she settled down in a house with Marceline, and they're all old. And like, I think Princess Bubblegum was like in a wheelchair, and she had like dementia, so she was forgetting who she was, and like Marceline was taking care of her. So it was very beautiful just to watch their story and watch them grow old and stuff like that. So Marceline, the Vampire Queen.
Y'all love that sappy shit, don't you?
Yes, we do, man.
Y'all love sappy shit and pedophiles.
Don't tell nobody, because I'm tough.
You tough or you're tough?
I'm tough.
All right, there you go.
I'm Tev.
I was like, I'm Tev. What the fuck is Tev?
Look, I heard tough. Go ahead.
Is that tough adjacent? All right. I'm running out, y'all. I don't got that many. All right. I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman because she's bisexual. If y'all didn't know, she's very popular, so I don't need to explain who that is. But
I mean, this whole island of women.
Yeah, she grew up on a whole island of women, and then she was like, she saw a man and was like, okay, but then she was like, I like women still, but this is what y'all working with. This is fun. Okay, I like that. You know, slapped him on the ass because she's 6 feet tall.
She is a big bitch.
They probably do it Amazon style.
What the fuck is that?
Amazon style.
I look it up.
Google it. If you guys never heard of Amazon style, my tattoo artist told me about it, and that shit was hilarious. He was like, "Yo, when we done, go home and just Google Amazon style."
Amazon style. It's all about fashion.
No, you have to put sex behind it.
Yeah, just put Amazon style sex position. It's basically where the woman is fucking.
Is when women's like fucking a man?
With his penis.
Yeah.
She put his legs up and just sit on his dick. And yeah,
I've seen that before. That is crazy.
I guarantee you, Wonder Woman fucks her boyfriend like that.
I feel like she does too. I feel like she like slaps him, maybe spit in his mouth a little bit.
Yes.
Sucks his toes.
Ew.
She takes charge.
So gay.
Is it? It's very heterosexual, if you ask me.
I mean, it's a man and woman. I mean,
So this is a conversation that me and my friends had when I asked, like, is pegging gay? Just out of sheer curiosity to see what people's answers would be. And the consensus that we came to is it the act or the person that makes it gay?
I don't think pegging's gay because there's so many men out there that just love ass play that don't tell you. I'm telling you hear so many. Men have G spots in their ass, and men, they'll get a finger in their ass, they'll get a girl to do a rim job, but then I ain't gay, nigga. You like your butt getting played with. You ain't gotta be gay. That's fine.
Because that was the big conversation that came out of it.
If you want a girl doing it, then you're not gay.
More so, I was like, so you beat your dick, right? I'm like, how come that's not gay? You're touching a dick. They're like, cause it's mine. I'm like, so if you touch your own ass, is it gay? They're like, yeah. I'm like, but it's yours. So and it makes them kind of pause and think like, well, so she's doing it. I'm like, well, when she touches your dick, it's not gay, right? And then when she touches your ass, it is. He's like, cause that's where dudes get fucked. I'm like, but is it the dude fucking you?
Right.
So for me, it's the person who you're doing it with that makes it gay. So if you like getting pegged, if you like getting pegged, it's all you, dog.
Yeah.
If you a booty warrior, that's I'm not gonna say that's what's up, but that's you.
I'm about to say I can't relate, but you, dog.
I'm not gonna say that's what's up because I don't know nothing about that, but good for you. Good for you. Live your life.
Who was next? Who are we on? You keep going on rants.
I can't remember. None of you guys have said this yet. I kept it on my list just in case. But Ymir and Krista from Attack on Titan.
I thought about it.
They were on my list.
So
I didn't like Ymir. That's why.
Ymir was irky, but they were a great couple. Like, she would do anything for Krista. She even went with the rest of the Titans just so they would, spare Krista. And then they wrote letters to each other. They were a really cute couple. Like, they were adorable, even though Krista was a little soft in the beginning. But she bossed up because she was with a boss bitch, and that's what boss bitches do. They make you boss up or you punk out, whichever.
My turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going with one of the most badass lesbians. That is going to be Charlie from Supernatural. Let's go.
Yes. She was bad as fuck. She was badass. She was.
She would be stealing women from Dean. She was. And Dean,
back in his heyday, was before he became a family man. He was shagging. He was Austin Powers with the dick.
I was waiting for you to say that he looked good. I thought that was coming back.
Dean, he got that jawline. He could do some. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but Charlie Bradbury is amazing. I forgot how they got her. It was the LARPing one. Remember, she was like into LARPing. Yes. And she was like, I
love Charlie. Why'd she have to go?
I know, she was like the best LARPer. Then they end up introducing her. And a lot of people that they introduce into the world never leave the world. Like, they find out the truth about what's going on, and they all stay invested in it.
I would too.
Yeah,
you know this shit. You want to be able to.
Yeah.
And then you end up protecting others because you protect yourself, and it's like, well, now I drive a dirty pickup truck and do credit card fraud on the daily.
Charlie came through on the clutch. Like, every time they needed her, she came through and put in work, and she just got better and better and better at everything. She was just amazing. And then I'm so sad when they killed her off. That was a very sad moment. But then they bring her back. They bring Charlie.
Dimension.
Yes. Alternate dimension Charlie. Still a lesbian. And different dimensions did not even change that.
Well, there's infinite possibilities. So in one of them, she's straight, probably. But who cares about that one? We like gay Charlie.
We love gay Charlie.
No, real shit. Like, she was pulling bitches, and she made it look so easy. Like, I don't even say bitches. Why did I say that?
It's not that hard.
You're a woman. It's easier for you.
It is easier for women to get women. It's so much easier. Because they trust you.
Yeah, they don't trust penises.
They shouldn't trust.
They shouldn't trust you. Don't trust her. But yeah, Charlie Bradbury, if you guys want to watch Supernatural, please get it Supernatural. I think it's an excellent show. I'm still not feeling this last season. I think it's okay, but I feel like the show was drawn out and they could have ended it earlier.
They could have ended it around after Leviathan. When Leviathan came, that's when they could have ended it because that was like the biggest bad.
Because now it's getting repetitive. I don't know if you guys watch Shameless, but Shameless is the exact same way. Great show. but it gets repetitive. They keep doing the same stuff over again, but they just switch it up, tweak it a little bit, and throw it back on there. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I haven't watched.
But that's the thing. Remember at the beginning of season 15, when Chuck was showing the draft to that, I forgot what the chick's name, their super fan. She was like, it's a little repetitive. You know, they get captured, they lose what they're going to use to destroy the thing, they lose a person, and then they find a way, and everything's all good. It's kind of repetitive, don't you think? And then he got pissed off and erased her from existence.
I remember that. And I also got a Charlie Funko Pop somewhere around here. I love Charlie.
She was a great character.
Yes, she was.
All right, so I'm down to my last two. Kuromaru from UQ Holder.
Yes.
He is trans. He chooses to be a guy throughout most of it because UQ Holder is about, we talked about it in a previous episode, but UQ Holder is about a bunch of different immortals, and he is, I forgot what type he is, but he can change his gender at will. And he changes into a woman one day to be with the main character, to go on a date with him because he loves him. And throughout the date, they get attacked by someone. And as a woman, he was physically too weak to protect him. Like, he still had all his abilities and stuff, but he was physically too weak. So he made a vow to himself he would never let that person get hurt. And he's still going to love him. And he won't allow himself to be a woman again until the day that they're both safe. So he said, until I'm strong enough that way, I'm going to be a man so I can protect him and love him like that. And I thought that was nice. He's an interesting character, pretty funny.
That's cool. That's beautiful.
It's sappy as hell.
Okay, now that we're getting down to the end, this is going to be, I should have mentioned him earlier, but he's one of the characters that I found out was gay kind of pretty early and was like, oh, there are gay characters around. It's Colossus from X-Men.
I thought he had a wife and kids.
No, he's gay. He's definitely gay.
I swore I heard someone has. I gotta look this up. Colossus is gay.
Maybe he's bi.
That's very possible.
His sister's badass. His whole family's badass. His sister's gonna be a new mutant.
Gay. And then also from X-Men, since we're kind of finishing up. I mean, also from Marvel, since we're finishing up. I'm just gonna do a lightning round. We have Mystique.
I love her.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Best
no, damn it, that was my last one.
Oh, get another one.
Your last one.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Okay.
And then Valkyrie.
She's from Thor?
Yes.
She's gay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then one from DC that we didn't mention, even though Greg, you said where she's from, but I don't remember. I just associate her with DC is Halo. Halo's also gay, and
she's from DC. She is she was in Young Justice, remember?
Yes, but you said she's a part of the whatchamacallit that's under DC, something else.
Oh, the Dakotaverse.
Yes. You see in Young Justice that she's gay. She ends up kissing one of her fellow classmates and developing feelings for her, while she also has a boyfriend. So.
Yes, I do remember that. Yep.
So I'm all done with
that. She's such a dope character. Period. I think
her being Muslim.
I would love to see more of her.
I definitely want to see more of her.
Her
powers. Let me get some more Muslim superheroes. I like that. You
said who?
So let me get some more Muslim superheroes. I like that.
Yeah, the only other ones I could think, it's not too many of them. Mrs. Marvel is Muslim as well. Ms. Marvel, her name. That's the next generation, the young Avengers. She has the power to stretch, but Captain Marvel takes her in under her, so she's like Captain Marvel's sidekick. She's Muslim, but it's not a lot. It should be more.
Yeah, it definitely should be.
I want to see more diversity in superheroes, DC and Marvel and Dakotaverse. I like that. I like diversity. I don't want to just see a white man who's got underwear on, running outside, saving people, potentially a pedophile. I want that shit. I want some black men. I want some black women. I want some trans people. I want it all. I want all that shit. Give me a furry if you can. Give me that shit.
The funny thing is they have a lot of these characters. They just don't highlight them.
Right.
That's the one thing.
Very true.
Yep.
No, we got one furry. We got Beast. That's it.
I'm going to do a lightning round as well, just to knock some of these out. And some of them I'm going to save until we do this again next year.
Okay.
First, Orochimaru. He is trans.
He's played by my favorite voice actor.
Who's that?
Stephen Bloom.
There you go.
Listeners don't know.
You did say it before. Orochimaru can decide which gender he wants to be, and he lives his life that way. Like, he originally is a man, and he does reincarnation jutsu or something like that. I forgot exactly what it was called, but he can transfer his essence into another body. It does not matter if it's man or female, and he lives as that. So if he becomes a woman, he lives as a woman. Becomes a man, he lives as a man. You say he tried to do it to Sasuke?
No, he legit tried to do it to Sasuke.
He did, and Sasuke killed him.
He was like freaking died, and Sasuke absorbed him.
Yep. Young Justice Aqualad.
Yes.
That should be the only Aqualad. We should get rid of the other Aqualad. They keep bringing him back with Teen Titans and stuff. No, let's keep this Aqualad. I love him.
Yes. That's great. Well, actually, and when you get to Young Justice, where he is now, he's currently serving as Aquaman, because Aquaman is.
Oh yes, he is. Yes, I forgot about that.
He's currently Aquaman.
He's Aquaman now, and Calderon.
100% man right there.
He is African American.
Yes, I love it.
My man's always got the fresh cut.
It's gay. Yes, his shape up is fresh. He's not like Drake on Degrassi.
There you go.
Yo, if you ever watched Degrassi, Drake shape up was always it was no shape up. Let's just leave it at that. His abilities are amazing. He uses magic. Also, he knows how to fight. He's not that strong with the magic, but he has some magical abilities. He can control water. Of course, the talk to fish thing. I would say if he gets to his prime, he will be stronger than Aquaman.
I think so.
He has the potential.
He has the potential to outdo Aquaman. I believe it. Let's see who else. I did those. Prim Prisoner from One Punch Man.
Yes.
Pretty.
Yes.
Hey,
Superhero. Yeah.
That's what he would always say, and everyone would be like, oh shit, it's time for your shot. Oh no.
And the crazy thing is, he's actually in jail, and he like can leave jail to be a superhero, and then he goes back in jail. Yeah,
because you know how he got in jail because he's trying to give QD shots.
He got all his boys in jail. That's why.
I'm so serious. Yeah.
All right, guys, we gotta finish up because I gotta go.
All right. Let me go ahead. Isaac from Castlevania.
Yes.
And then who's last? Batwoman. I
was going to put her on my list, but I figured somebody would say her. But yes.
And lastly, Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Dumbledore was gay.
Dumbledore was gay. They did not talk about it in the show, but J.K. Rowling came out.
She confirmed it. Yeah. He was with, what was the guy's name that he was with? Grindelwald. Grindelwald, something Wall.
From Fantastic Beasts.
Yes. They had a gay relationship.
Yep.
That's tough. Well, my last one other than that is Cora, but we already said her, so we got through my list.
We did it. This was a long one.
This was a long one because we got sidetracked a lot, but that's because, you know, we like to talk about things, and we love love. So at the end of this month, even though this will be released at the beginning of the next month probably, just know that to all of our LGBTQ plus people and those of that community and the allies, we care for you and love who you want to love. Because no one can take that away from you. That's your life to live.
If you love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an
amen?
You get an amen from me.
Amen.
But with that concludes episode 12 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. If you want to hear any topics or anything like that, make sure to comment or tweet us. Or hit us up on any social media. Make sure to follow me, your host, Galaxy Greg, on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch at Galaxy Greg, spelled GA1AXYGR3G. And be sure to follow the Be More Nerdy podcast at Twitter and Instagram for the latest updates and to interact with us. I think we should start definitely posting on there asking who wants to come out. So, we could definitely get some of the followers on here and to talk about stuff. I have no idea what we're going to talk about next week. We kind of do this on the go. But with that, we go to Diva.
Oh, well, as always, we're going to thank Niles for all of our music, our intros and outros, and background music now because we're fancy. And you can always follow him on Instagram everywhere. Twitter, all your music sites. So Spotify. What are all of them? Come on, guys. You guys gotta help me.
BeatStars and I can't remember.
SoundCloud, Apple iTunes. You can follow him on all of those at Millatron. And then you can follow me on Instagram at Always the Diva. That's always _the _diva.
All right, my turn. All right. I just want to thank everyone for listening again. You can follow me on any social media. That is DJ T Jones. Timeless Team Jones _ saying it all wrong, just trying to get it out fast. Make sure, like I said, this is all about love. It's about inclusion. It's about acceptance of everybody. I mean, everybody out there just wants to be loved for who they are. I know I'm one of the people who's like, I go through sometimes and I have challenges with people. I can't communicate with people the way I want to, stuff like that. And then people just want to be cared for and just seen as the person and be accepted as the person that they are. And just remember that. Just be a good fucking person. That's my rule of life.
Yes, yo. It is not hard to show your fellow human compassion. And if you can't show compassion, like how your mom tells you, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. Literally, just don't do anything. If you want to be bigoted and all that, keep it to yourself. But please, I ask and I beg, take the time to educate yourself and don't force people to educate you on the struggles of others, because we all need to try to understand each other at the very least as humans who live in this world, because at the end of the day, that's what we are. So,
and Black trans lives matter.
Black trans lives matters. Fist up. Stop treating people like a piece of shit. And if you do, you're a piece of shit. That's how I'm ending this podcast. So as your host, I'm Galaxy Greg in Space Wait. Don't be a piece of shit.